already have seen that how we have compared the two triangles with each other using the hinge and the converse of the hinge theorem. Now let's continue the same lesson with different practices. The hinge theorem and its converse to describe the restrictions on the value of the variable. It means you have to find out the range of this angle. Okay. Now, first of all, in order to understand the range, you should know that by adding the two sides, it should be greater than the third side, right? Similarly, in order to understand about the range of any angle, remember the angle should be greater than 0, okay? And the same angle should be less than 180 degree. It means that the range of any angle should be bigger than the 0 and less than 180 degree. So this has to be understood. So if you have any scenario in which you are finding the range of the angle with the lesser sign, then you have to use the bigger sign for the second range. If you are using the bigger sign, then you have to use the lesser sign in that case. You will understand this part by solving the question. So, describe the restrictions. First of all, see where is the included angle and what are the possibilities of included angles. So, where is the included angle? This side, and this is the common side. So, for the first triangle ABD, the included angle is 40 degree. I am writing here 40 degree. And what is the name of the angle? The name of the angle is, let's suppose, angle B. Now, what is the other angle? The other angle is 30 degree for the second one. Okay, the included angle is 30 degree and the name of the angle is angle D. Since 30 is smaller than 40, so angle B is smaller than angle D. Now check the opposite sides. So the opposite to that included angle is 2x plus 12. So for the 40, the opposite is 2x plus 12. And opposite of 30 is 4x minus 8. Since 40 is bigger than 30, so similarly their opposite sides will have the same sign. Now solve for x. So what I can solve, let's bring the 4x on other side. So 2x minus 4x. And bring the 12 on the other side. So you will get negative 12. 2 minus 4 gives me negative 2x greater than negative 8. Negative 12 gives me negative 20. We have studied the inequalities that now divide both sides by negative 2. And when we divide or multiply by any negative number, we change the sign of inequality. When we multiply and divide by a negative number, we change the sign greater to less, the sign of inequality. So what is the first range is less than 10. So if I have got one range is less than 10, so for the other range, I have to say that x should be greater than 0. So what is it? I can say that 2x plus 12 should be greater than 0. Or I should write that 4x minus 8 should be greater than 0. If I bring it here, so 2x is greater than negative 6. Divide both sides by the 2. So x is greater than negative 3. But negative answer doesn't work for me. It's not useful. I have studied previously that any side cannot gives me a negative number. So let's try the other one. Bring the negative 8 on the other side. So 4x is greater than 8. Divide both sides by the 4. So I will get x is greater than 2. So what are the two ranges that my x should possibly be greater than 2 but less than the 10? So this is what I have my restrictions. So next in front of you. Okay, so let's compare. So here the side is 12 in the first triangle, the other triangle, this side is 12. So they are congruent. The other part is 18, so this side and the other triangle also has the 18, so these sides are congruent. So the included angle is what? Here 26 and in the other triangle is 126. So 26 and 126. So what is bigger? 26 is less than 126. So same way, just how you compare the two triangles measurement, compare their opposite sides. So opposite to 26 is x and opposite to 126 is 3x minus 2. And whatever the sign of inequality you put for 26 and 126, you have to put the same inequality sign between their while comparing their sides. Now solve. Bring the 3x here. So if you get here 3x, positive 3x gives you negative 3x. So here there is no number means 1. 1 minus 3 gives you negative 2x less than negative 2. Now divide both sides by negative 2. And when we divide or multiply with any negative number, this sign of inequality change. So rather than less than, now we will have the bigger than. X negative 2 divided by negative 2, you will get 1. So this is the possible range that any x is acceptable, which should be bigger than the 1. So next, use the Hinge theorem and its converse to describe the restriction. So let's try here. So this is 41. Okay, this is 41. So they are congruent with each other. Now this side, they both are sharing with each other. So of course, this will be also congruent to each other. Now, what is the angle? Between included angle is 52 and the included angle of the other one is x plus 18. Now, in order to see that which one is bigger or which one is smaller, you have to compare their opposite sides. So 52. Opposite to 52, the measurement of the side is 42. And opposite to x plus 18, the opposite side is 36. So which one is bigger, 36 or 42? 42 is bigger. So if 42 is bigger, so angle 52 is bigger than x plus 18. Now solve for this triangle. Bring the 18 here. So you will get negative 18. So you will get x and here 52 minus 18. So you will get here 34. So x should be less than 34. Since we are talking about the angles, so we must say, in order to write the angles, we must say that this angle x plus 18 should be bigger than the 0. Because while comparing the angles, I told you before that it should be bigger than the 0 or it should be less than 180 degree. So the range of the angles must be should be bigger than and smaller than. So if we have that the x value should be less than 34, but if bring it here, so x is greater than 19, so negative 18. So should be bigger than negative 18, but less than 34. So this is how we have to write the restrictions. Okay, try to solve this question yourself and send it in the comment box if you understood. Pause the video, do it, send your comments, send the answer in the comments. Okay, so let me explain you this one. So this is 18 and this is 18. So they are congruent to each other. Now this side, they are sharing with each other. So definitely this is also equal to each other. So now let's try to find out the next angle. So angle 31, right? And what is the other angle? It is 2x minus 3. Now in order to compare this, we have to see what is opposite to them. So opposite to 31, the side measurement is 12, and opposite to 2x minus 3, the measurement of the side is 9. So 31, 12 is bigger than 9. That's why 31 is bigger than 2x minus 3. Now solve for x. So bring the negative 3 here. So you will get here positive 3. So 2x, here it is less than 31 plus 3 is 34. Divide both sides by the 2. So we will get x is less than 17. So we got the less than. Now we have a restriction of bigger than because we are talking about a angle. So we can say 2x minus 3 should be bigger than 0. Bring the 3 on the other side. You will get positive 3. That means 2x is bigger than 3. Divide both sides by the 2 and we will get x is bigger than 1.5. So what is the restriction? That the x should be bigger than 1.5 but less than 17. Are the questions which are given in your practice book. Compare the given measure A, B and D, E are given to you. Okay, you already have the idea how can we compare. So first of all we will collect the data. So here is the 1 dash and in the other triangle this is the 1 dash. It means we can say that the side BC is congruent to side EF. Now the other side which is congruent, it has the 2 dashes and the other two side this has the 2 dashes. So which means that AC is congruent to DF. Now what are the angles now we have? Okay, now we have the included angle 46 and we have the angle included 44. So 46 we have and also angle 44 we have. So the name of the angle with the 46 degree is angle C here, and for the 44 the name of the angle is F. So 46 is bigger than 44, so we can say that angle C is bigger than angle F. Now look at the sides which are opposite to these angles. So in that case the opposite side is AB. Opposite to angle C or 46 degree, the side is AB. And opposite to 44 degree, the side is DE. So if 46 is bigger, it means the opposite side of that triangle AB is bigger than the opposite side, which is opposite to 44 is. So AB is bigger than DE. Let's try and compare the question number 2. So here this is the one triangle which I am coloring over here with the green. So AC has the 1 dash and CD has 1 dash. So it means that AC is congruent to CD. Now they both triangles, they are sharing the line CB. So it means CB is definitely congruent to CB. So the included angle will be 52 on one side of the triangle, that is 52, and the other side of the triangle is 47. Now you can write the name, but you cannot write angle C and angle C. You write the name as ACB, angle ACB, and write the other name as angle DCB. Now 52 is bigger, so angle ACB is bigger than the 47 degree. So you have to you have to make sure about the sides. So comparing those, 52 is bigger. So what is the opposite of the 52? The side which is opposite to 52 is AB. And the side which is opposite to 47 is BD. And since 52 is bigger, so you can say side AB is bigger than the BD. And see that what will happen. Okay, so this triangle which I am coloring with the black is one triangle. So let's see that this XW has one dash. It is congruent to the other side, that is YZ, which has the one dash. Now both the triangles, they are definitely sharing XY together. So these two lines, this line is same, so they are equal to each other. Now what angle they are saying? They are saying WXY, compare WXY. So this triangle with the other triangle ZYX. So this is ZYX. It means this triangle. So they are asking about these two triangles comparing. Okay. So I am writing here WXY and ZYX. Okay. But I cannot compare until or unless I compare their opposite sides. So opposite to this angle, the side is 33.4. So the side is 3.4 and the name of this side is WY. And opposite to this angle, the side is 4.7 and the name of this side is XZ. So definitely 3.4 is less than 4.7. That's why WY is less than XZ and hence WXY is less than ZYX. So this is how we compare the sides with each other. So it is WXY is less than ZYX. Let's try another question. LM and N. So LN is congruent to QS. We will write LN is congruent to QS. So the other side MNN is congruent to SR. So MN and SR are congruent. Now what are the angles they want us to see? So L and M, that means this is the included angle, and the other is QSR, that means this is the included angle. They are asking us to compare. So let's see here L and M and compare with QSR. Okay, so now let's see the opposite side. So opposite to this angle, the side is 3.1, and opposite to this angle, the side is 3.3. Name of the 3.1 side, name of the side which has the measurement 3.1 is LM, and this 3.3 is called QR. So we know that 3.1 is less than 3.3. That's why LM is less than QR and hence angle LNM is less than QSR. So here we have to describe the restrictions and in the given variable. Okay, so let's try to understand. So this line has one dash and this line has one dash. So we can say that ST is congruent to SR. So one done. The other thing, this is the shearing line. That means QS is congruent to QS. Now, what about the angles and the sides? Okay, so now the angle, included angle will be this angle, okay, and the included angle for the other one is this angle, that is 142. Name this angle, that is QRS, QSR, because the angle should be in the middle. And the other angle is QST, that is 142 degree. Now the measurement of QSR is 8x minus 2 and here is 142. Which one is bigger and which one is smaller will be compared by looking at the opposite sides. So opposite to this angle, the side length is 3. Right? And opposite to this 42, the side length is 3.3. So which one is bigger, 3 or 3.3? Definitely 3 is less than 3.3. That's why you can say 8x minus 2 is less than 142. Solve it. Bring the 2 here. You will get plus 2. You will get at 8x is less than 142 plus 2 is 144. Divide both sides by the 8. So it will be 16. So x is less than 8 times 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and it is 80. So x should be less than 80. What is the other restriction? The other restriction is that 8x minus 2 should be bigger than 0. So solve it, bring the negative 2 there, so you will get positive 2. So 8x is greater than positive 2. Divide both sides by the 8 and you will have x is greater than 1 over 4. So what are the restrictions? The restrictions are that x must be less than 18 whereas bigger than 1 over 4 or 0.25. Here now. Okay, so you have the true triangles, that is HFG and HFG. So here is the one line, here is the one line, right? So you can say that FG is congruent to FG. The both triangles, they are sharing this line. That means FH is congruent to FH. Now you have to see what is the included angle. So included angle is this one, that is 21 degree. And the other included angle is this one, that is 25 degree. Now see the opposite sides. So opposite to 21 degree is 5x plus 2 and opposite to 25 is 17. Now compare and put the sign of inequality. 21 is less than 25. That's why 5x plus 2 is less than 17. Bring the 2 on other side, you will get negative 2. So 5x is less than 17 minus 2, you will get 15. Divide both sides by the 5, you will get x is less than 3. Now you have one more range for the restrictions, okay? So x is less than 3. That's all. Because whenever you have the comparison of the sides, you only have one range that is given to you. If you have the angles, In that case, you will write greater than 0 or less than 180 degree. But whenever they ask you to compare the sides, only one range, that any possible answer, and should greater than 3 is acceptable for you. Which you have to solve logically. They are saying that the two cars, let's try to solve this question. Two cars leave the same house. The first car travels east 1.5 miles. Let's see this one. Okay, so visualize the whole scenario by making a triangle. Okay, so the two cars, so this is the one car and this is also the second car. Okay, so from the same house they leave at the same time. The first car, let's suppose this is my first car, travels towards the east. So this is the east she is traveling, and it covers a distance of 1.5 miles, and then turns and travel 2.5 miles, and then it turns again and travels 2.5 miles here. While covering this distance, it makes a triangle, or it makes an angle of 55 degree. Now the second car, which is actually traveling towards the west, covers also the 1.5 miles and then turns and travel again towards the home and covers 2.5 miles. The angle formed by the roads is here 50 degree. They are saying that which car is closer to the house. Explain your reasoning. Okay, now have a look here. Okay, so whatever the distance is covering, or you are trying to see that which car is near to the house. Is it this car or this car? Okay, so in order to compare this, you have to see that this triangle, this side and this side, this side and this side, they are equivalent to each other. So by Hinge theorem, you have to check out the included angle. So which angle? Included angle over here is 50, and on the for the first car is 55 degree. Okay, so which one is the bigger angle? The bigger angle is 55, which means that the second car, this is second car, right? And we are talking about this one as a first car. So the second car is closer to the house. The reason is that the included angle is less than the included angle of the first car. So second car will reach the home faster than the first car. Now they are saying, Laura says that she can use the converse of Hinge theorem to prove that angle ADC is greater than angle ABC because CD is greater than AB. Explain the error that Laura made. What is the conclusion she can make using the converse of the Hinge theorem? Okay, so what we have to do, let's check whether she is right or she is wrong. So how can we check about it? Look at the triangle. So this and this sides, yani BC is congruent to AD. Now what other side? The side they are sharing, which means that AC is congruent to AC. Now here, this angle they are talking about, this is the included angle because side angle side. And over here they are talking about this angle. It means the angle A they are talking and angle C they are talking about. Now compare the sides which are given to them. The opposite sides of the included angle. So opposite to the angle C is 2.7. So the side opposite to angle A is 3. So 3 is bigger than 2.7, which means angle A is bigger than angle C. Now if I write the name of angle A properly, so the angle A will be CAD, and angle C, if I want to write the name, it could be ACB. So CAD is bigger than ACB. Why? Because AB is 2.7 actually, and CD is 3 because the CD is bigger than AB. So CD is bigger than AB, and they are saying CAD angle CAD and ABC is bigger. Actually, they are saying angle ADC, right? ADC is A, D and C. She is talking about this angle. This angle is not the included angle. That's why this is what she cannot prove by the Hinge theorem. Why? Because angle this D and angle B, they are actually equivalent to each other. The reason is that they are sharing these sides. So if they are sharing this side, so if this angle and this angle must be equal to each other. The only angle which they can talk about could be a included angle. Consider triangle JKL and MKL. The triangles have a common side KL. So let's see this one. This is KL. Okay, this is KL. Now let's make this as J and make the other triangle as M. Okay. The triangles have a common side KL. JK and MK are equivalent. So JK and MK are equivalent. JL is shorter than ML. So JL, this one, let's suppose is 2, is shorter than ML. So let's suppose it is 3. How are angle JKL like this angle, and angle MKL, that means this angle, okay? They are related with each other. So first of all, check that what is the scenario, okay? The scenario of this is the side is 2 and the opposite of this side is 3. We can say that the 2 is bigger than opposite of 3. What is it? So JL actually is bigger than ML. So in that's why angle JKL is bigger than angle MKL. So slowly and gradually try to prove the things by writing one by one scenarios. Let's check out the last question. Which of the following values of the x are possible in the figure? Select all that apply. Okay, so you have to first of all see very carefully the two triangles. So this side of the triangle RV and this side, that is ST, they are congruent to each other. We don't need them. This side RT, they both are sharing, so they are congruent. Now what are the included angles? So included angle will be 48 of this side and included angle of this one is 6x minus 12. So I am writing here 48 degree and 6x minus 12. In order to compare them, I have to check out the opposite sides of theirs. So opposite to 48, the side is 51. The opposite to 6x minus 12, the side is 45. So I know that 51 is bigger than 45. That's why 48 is bigger than 6x minus 12. So let me write it down. 6x minus 12 less than 48. Bring the 12 here, so I will get plus 12. So 6x is less than 60. Divide both sides by the 6, I will get x is less than 10. Now this is only, I have any number less than 10, but you know that less than x angle cannot be negative, right? And the measurement of angle, I told you before that it should be greater than 0 and less than 180 degree. So what you have to do, you have to write 6x minus 12 should be bigger than the 0. Bring the 12 here, so you will get 6x minus 12 goes on the other side. It gives you plus 12. Divide both sides by the 6, you will get x is greater than 2. So the possible range are between 2 and 10. But 2 is not included, 10 is not included. So any answer between the 2 and 10, which is 3 and 9, are acceptable. I hope that you understood the whole channel. Okay, so subscribe the channel in order to get more videos which will be related with your curriculum. See you.